Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk a bit about Nuvo student flute, and I have the first edition, is that the word? And I'm going to show how it works, and I have a tiny list of stuff, what's good in it and what's not so good in it, and yeah, let's get to it. First of all, the flute comes in quite a big case compared to my normal seafood flute. So there's quite a big size difference now. They are about on the same level facing the camera. So the size difference is quite a lot. So when I open the case, it looks like this. The fun thing on this middle part, body part, I guess, it has the pinky key attached to it already. So the foot joint has only the C and C flat keys basically. The head joint has two rubbery or silicone, I'm not quite sure, O-rings. So the O-rings basically seal the air so it doesn't leak from here. Oh whoa, that's close. The foot joint is a bit different. You can't just put it anyway. There needs to be on the right position to put it in. And when you get it in, you notice these are not aligned. So you just twist so it's aligned with a pinky key thing. So now it looks like a normal but colorful flute. You get some extra accessories for it. There is a first note lip plate. There is a piece to replace the foot joint, so you don't need to use the foot joint at all if you don't play C or C flat on the lowest register. Then there's extra key extensions for these two keys. So you can just replace it with a key like this. I'm not even going to. So it helps you reach the keys better if your hand is super, super small. And also for the G-sharp key. Then there's a tool to open the lip plate, detach the lip plate and take these keycaps off to change them. And there's also a tiny screwdriver so you can open these teeny tiny screws if needed. You probably heard the difference. The Nuvo flute has softer sound, a bit more airy sound. Also the intonation isn't perfect, but it's quite okay. What's good in this one? First of all, it is durable. It's plastic. It doesn't get dents and stuff very easily. It's also weatherproof. You can play the flute in rain or in shower or in bath, whatever you like really. You can also wash it with soap. So if you're sharing this flute or renting it out or anything like that, you can just wash it before giving it to someone else. It is also very affordable. This was 130 euros. The second version is a bit pricier, but still affordable. It was 180 or something with a value added tax. And it is quite configurable. You can, as I told, there's these key extensions. There's also 2 different head joints you can change this to. There's a curved one that is quite normal for small flautists, and then there's a separate like donut shape. There's pictures of them both. It is really lightweight compared to normal flute. My flute feels like it weighs a ton compared to this one, and it's only having C foot, so it's not that heavy really. Also, I like these silicone pads for this hand and the thumb back here. After I played this flute for 2+ weeks, when my normal flute was having a maintenance, it was really weird going back to the normal flute. This is actually quite comfortable to hold, and I realized how slippery the normal flute is compared to this one. And it's actually not that nice when it slips. Oh, as you probably noticed, it's a bit thicker. Like, actually quite a lot thicker compared to normal flute too. Thing that I don't like in this one is the high register. The highest octave, G is okay-ish still, but above that it gets almost, well, for me, with this one at least, gets quite impossible. If you're using a lot of very high notes, it's probably not going to work with this one. Anyways, as a flautist who doesn't play classical music, I just play game music, TV tunes, and stuff like that. I don't really need those super high notes, so this is quite okay. For me, it goes quite well as emergency flute or secondary flute. One thing I don't like in this one is the B flat key here. I think it should come a bit lower, because when I hold this, moving to this is actually quite hard. And when I started playing this the first time, I was really confused because it felt like I couldn't find the B flat key. So basically when I move my finger here, I would move it here, and as you can see, there's not much of the key on that spot. My hands are, by the way, super small for an adult, so yeah, but if it's hard for me, I wonder how it will work with a kid with even smaller hands, because this is quite thick already. So overall, quite okay for a 130 euro student flute. comes in quite bright colors, the first edition. The newer version has a bit not so bright colors. So that's about it. In short, you can't get these in Finland at the moment. I would be really happy to see a Finnish store selling those. Thoman does sell those. I will leave a link to the Nuvo flutes on the description box. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please subscribe. I will be uploading one cover each month, and I will also upload my stream highlights from my Twitch streams. I do have a Patreon page that is just dedicated for this channel, so here's the link, and it's also in the description below. Feel free to chip in if you want to and if you can. So see you later.